Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Now, this isn't about anybody, about whether or not they need to lose weight or gain weight or whatever, okay? Let's not take everything personally.
Okay, I'm offended.
I had to spend this last break talking Vicky off the roof.
Yeah.
Well, she just went on Google and reviewed your opinions.
Yeah.
I reviewed you, and it's not looking good.
Nope. 2 thumbs down.
Listen, all I was saying is that Vicky's on her phone a lot. So if Vicky was at a point in her life, or anybody for that matter, who's like, you know what, I really don't want to gain any weight. Some people want to gain weight, some people don't. I'm not commenting where somebody is right now in their life. Just, do you want to gain weight or not? If you don't, then when you're eating, perhaps maybe you should not be looking at your smartphone while you're doing so.
Hey, how many people do that?
All of us.
Wait, while eating?
Oh yeah, I'm watching stuff. If I'm by myself, I'm always using my phone.
By myself.
You don't ever do that when you're at a restaurant. You don't you don't sit there.
No, once I'm in that eating mindset, I don't have anything in my hands other than a fork or a chopsticks.
Wow, good for you.
But that'd be really weird to be eating while staring at your cell phone. I don't know. A
lot of people do that. You don't do.
I might check like a text if I'm like at a restaurant and like put it down for a second while eating. But like no. Even at home, I'm watching TV, so I'm doing something that's distracting, but I'm not playing with a cell phone or a tablet while I'm trying to have a meal.
I mean, it doesn't seem so far-fetched because I've gone to restaurants and seen people just sitting there reading a book as they're shoveling food in their mouth.
Right.
So, I mean, or reading a newspaper. It doesn't seem such a crazy thing to be on your phone, but for me, I like having, I'll watch something sometimes. I'll have a little show.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be like TV.
Yeah. I'll be watching.
Right.
Yeah, I'm watching videos on my phone a lot, yeah.
I guess I'm just picturing texting or, communicating with people on my phone while I'm eating. I wouldn't do that. I would watch a video, sure, or read something. So I guess it's really not much of a difference. I don't know why I'm poo-pooing you guys, but But I just couldn't imagine being like in the middle of a text or Instagram, posting something while I'm trying to eat.
Wait, you don't take pictures of yourself while you're eating and post them on Instagram?
No,
what's wrong with you?
No, I don't want to look at a picture of myself eating. I'm disgusting myself enough as it is. I don't need to see that.
You don't take pictures of your food? Go look what I'm about to do? Because that's totally Instagram.
That's before.
But then you do the progression where the food's in your mouth.
Yeah. Like, this was yummy, and then you see just the crumbs on a plate. You don't see those pictures on Instagram?
I don't want grease all over my cell phone, to be honest with you. I'll watch TV, but I'm not going to do anything with my cell phone.
I do a lot of work. I mean, I'm always on that phone, no matter, in both parts. Putting food in my body and food leaving my body, I'm usually doing something on the phone.
Well, that's a nice visual. Thank you, BJ, for sharing that.
Hey, when you get a text from me in the morning, now you know.
Oh, I always know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey, guys.
The weird part, though, is there's so many grammar errors that I know you're doing talk to text. And I'm like, man, so is he just sitting on the crapper talking out loud into his phone?
I am dictating my life story. Damn, Siri doesn't get it right.
Weird.
Scientists have found that men and women have consumed 15% more calories when looking at their phones while eating. They also ate more fatty food. And they're thinking, well, it's because maybe you're staring at that phone screen. It's distracting you from realizing how much food you put in your body. And what they did is they had volunteers eat with no distractions, then volunteers eat with using a smartphone, and while using a smartphone, and on average they found that, about 60 more calories you put in your body.
See, I just don't think I would enjoy my meal as much if I was too engaged on my smartphone. Writing, texting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to focus on what I'm eating. I know it's stupid, but I do.
You're not a shoveler. See, I think for me, I was always a nervous eater. What they would call us back in the day. I buried my feelings with food, so it didn't even matter. I mean, I just throw everything in I just shovel it in there, and anything to distract me probably from feeling whatever the hell was going on. I didn't know it at the time.
But I would rather know that I'm enjoying what I'm eating as opposed to, because if it was on my phone while I'm eating,
that's crazy talk.
By the time I finish eating, I'll forget that. I'm like, I didn't even focus on how awesome that was and how delicious it was. I'd rather sit there and just kind of savor every bite.
Yeah.
What the hell? Will you come some kind of normal person?
No,
Yeah.
far from that. I just like food more than I like my cell phone.
So as I said before, and it's not a comment on Vicky and where she is at physically, just a comment that Vicky's always on her phone. So therefore, if you ever decide, I would like to lose a pound, get off your damn phone, Vicky.
Can you check your phone and see how much screen time you've put on that?
Sure.
Do you have it set up now?
Yes.
I'm curious to see what
Vicky's
Vicky's
got
at.
it. I'm gonna
What do you
give
think?
her-
Over, under 6 hours?
Oh, you mean what, a day?
What is it? I think it's.
I thought they do a weekly thing.
I don't know how that works. I just
Yeah.
sometimes it tells you.
All right, you say so 7 times 6. I'm going to say 40. Yeah, I'm going to say she's at 42 hours.
Stop. I don't want
Or do they do an average per day?
Either way, it's going to be like, I'm going to say 6 to 7 hours a day.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah,
Come
which
on.
is a lot.
Well, one person says phones run our lives nowadays. Good for you if you're not able to be distracted by your phone when eating, Steve.
It is a good thing.
How much did you say?
6 to 7 hours?
4 hours and 4 minutes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually really good.
Because I do Waze,
said
and then
do.
yeah, I did say
Duh,
do.
duh.
Waze, and I'll have Hulu playing, that kind of thing.
What about
So
you,
that-
Danny?
4 hours and 47 minutes per day.
You beat me.
Wow.
What's yours?
Oh, it's bad. I bet just because of all the GPS.
I think I'm only at 2.5 hours. You guys
Yeah.
actually use it a lot more, but I say I watch a lot of TV.
Mine's at 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah.
Where do I go again?
Reb and I are the best.
General.
Settings, screen time.
General screen time.
General screen time. That's my favorite thing to order at a
General screen
restaurant.
time.
I'll have that General Soaked chicken and that General screen time.
It's above general.
All right. We're going to do this. I feel good about it.
There we go.
All right, Steve. Survey says.
It doesn't have anything.
Oh.
It takes a second.
Oh,
to
5
load.
hours.
5 hours?
5 hours.
So we were thinking 6 hours. So 5 hours is
Yeah.
excessive.
Yeah,
'Cause if
5
Vicky's
hours
only
is
4.5
bad.
hours, you're
I'm
really bad.
I need to rethink my life.
Danny, so Steve's the winner.
Most of it is from maps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, my top one is Toon Blast. And then
What the hell is
Instagram.
Toon Blast?
It's a game where you just. It's
Oh,
kinda
I
like
have that one. I just downloaded it.
It's kind of like Candy Crush, but it's with tunes instead of candy.
Ryan Reynolds was doing the commercials for him. So
Yeah,
that's how I got it.
Of course.
I saw it and I
that
was like-
worked. Boy, when they say get a celebrity advertiser, you don't even know the game, but because Ryan Reynolds.
Fun, and it has like the best winner song.
9 hours and 42 minutes playing that last week.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Good for you, Danny.
Beat me.
Damn. How many I pick up my phone 126 times per day, it says.
Oh, look at you.
Under 186.
Whoa, Danny's a winner. Vicky? Yeah.
It's crazy how much stats they give you. It really
Yeah.
changes how you look at things.
And apparently I'm most bored on Thursday because I picked it up 326 times on last Thursday.
Damn, dude.
My day is Saturday. I go balls out on Saturdays, apparently.
Oh, what does that say, dude? You mean you're supposed to be home, free time? You shouldn't be picking up your phone that much.
Tuesday is my least used day.
117 times.
Oh, wow. Danny and Steve are just kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Mine was just above that, 120, I think I said.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
But I feel like a lot of the times when you
126.
pick up your phone, you're like, what time is it? You look at your
Yep.
phone and then you put it down. You're like, oh, okay, I realize I did not actually look at the time. That happens more often than
one
not.
person says mine's close to 7 hours, but I watch
Whoa.
shows all day at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lucky.
See, I have an iPad for that. I don't like watching shows on the little phone. It's like my emergency backup when I'm on a plane. I'll put a couple of shows on that, but I never want to watch it on my phone. I like to watch it on the iPad. So I bet if you looked at my iPad, I'd have a few hours there. Plus, if you count my TV time that's on the big screen, that they don't. Luckily, my Samsung doesn't tell me how much time I'm spending in front of it. Otherwise, that would be bad.
Someone has had a good question on the text line. Be honest, guys. How often do you clean your phone? Phone has many germs and microscopic poop particles. You should not eat and touch your with your nasty phone.
That's a good point. How often do people use them on the toilet? I mean,
Yeah.
we just talked about it.
Well, sorry.
And then you're using
Sorry
it to
about that.
watch your shows while you're eating your food.
Yep.
I know I clean my phone once a week.
Once a week.
I only know that because my wife says, "Give me your phone," and then she tells out one of those like Lysol wipes and just like rubs it all down. She's like, "Here, take it
I
back."
probably
Oh, yeah.
shouldn't show her the UV like phone cleaner because I went to a hospital to see somebody with a baby and they had one at the nurse's station. You just put your phone in there for like a minute and it'll clean your phone.
Oh, really?
It's pretty cool.
See, I wonder if you're supposed to use Lysol wipes. See, I don't know about putting like that kind of water near it, but I have no idea.
Well, it still works, so I think I'm fine.
I guess you are fine. So she's been doing it for how long? A year, 2 years?
No, dude, since I've known her. So,
okay.
This is like since we've been married. So
all right, so the
all
phone.
those years.
All right, then because I think that's a good idea. I have Lysol wipes. I never thought of doing it on the phone.
It's a quick wipe.
Or even like throwing a little Purell on there maybe might be okay.
Okay, that's a little, no.
It's the same
Why would you
thing.
put Purell on it? Why don't you just use like a wipe, though?
Well, I don't always have a wipe, but there's always a Purell.
You're going to
hanging
pour
around.
Purell on your phone and rub it in?
Well, I'll rub it on my hands first.
I was going to say, sometimes I'll have extra. I'm like, all right, guess I'll clean the phone while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's just a little extra.
I'm going to put it like a
I thought
big
you were
pool
like
of
just like
Purell.
squirting it.
I'll just drop it in the Purell. Get it done.
Yeah, I never clean my phone.
Yum.
You want to touch it?
It's not
No.
good.
One person says my record is 18 hours on the phone. I was driving from Washington to Vegas.
Oh, right, because that will count as screen time because you get the maps. See, I don't think maps count. It's not like all they're doing is helping you get somewhere. Really, like being distracted by the phone, it's helping you.
Someone says, "Steve, why do you need maps so you know how to get to your house every day?" I'm like, "Yes, of course I do." There's some days that there's traffic, so I like opening up the Maps app because it'll tell you where there's traffic.
And then Waze
Yeah.
will tell you where there's cops.
Yeah, well, I'm a upstanding good Samaritan, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't
Why do you need to know where their cops are, Vicky? You plan on robbing
traps.
people on the way?
speed traps, carpool lane. You know what's up, BJ.
If you want to stop and say hi.
the carpool lane.
It also tells you like if there's cops that are pulling people over, you know, whether to like switch lanes. Because it's sometimes a pain in the ass being in the right lane when someone's pulled over. You kind of try to scoot over, give them room.
Jesus.
That's why, not because I'm doing bad things.
Yeah, sure. Got a survey here, and it asks people if they lie on a regular basis. Well, I mean, what does regular basis mean?
And
I
what
think
is
people
lie?
lie every day.
What do you mean by lie?
Yeah. Well, 4 out of 10 said they do. And I mean, it really depends on what the definition of a lie is.
And the other 6 are liars.
Yeah. Survey also laid out some ethically questionable scenarios to see what
Okay.
people would do, and we got the results.
All right.
And we'll find out from you guys.
All right, now this
Okay.
will give me some kind of context for what you're talking about.
All right. Would you say something if you got too much change back at a store?
Nope.
Nope.
I honestly don't ever count. I use my card, so I don't. But no, probably not. But I do everything debit, so I don't have to worry about that. But like, there's been times where I realize they didn't ring me up for something, and I'm too lazy to go back. It's not about being a thief; it's just about being lazy.
Same.
Yeah, if I was there and it had to do with money in the till because I worked at retail and I know that they get in trouble for that, I would say, hey, you gave me too much. If I recognize it at the time, if I recognize it in the car, I would get out again because I used to work in the business. But I'd be like you, Steve, going, See, now what happened to me is I ordered a product and I got 4 of it. They only charged me for the 1.
Did you return the other ones?
No.
Yeah, that happened to me one time where I ordered some pants from a certain place, and then for a good couple of weeks, I kept getting the same pants over and over and over. So I had like 4 of them.
Nice.
And I only ordered it once. So I just found all my friends that are about the same height as me and said, "Dude, would you like some free pants?"
And they didn't charge you the extra time?
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, I kept looking at my bill to go, okay, I know I didn't order 4 of these boxes, and I checked it, and I only got charged for the 1 box. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't want to go to the post office and mail it back, so I just went on Facebook. Everyone is always on their birthday going, please give me money to charity. So I just donated to somebody's charity. Figured I'll just do the pay it forward thing. I doubled the price of what the boxes have cost. I go, all right, I'll give somebody their charity. The box costs $50. I'll donate 100 to
look,
charity.
Robin Hood over here.
It makes
That's
me
how I'll
feel
do it.
better. I was
Fair
actually
trade-off.
talking to a coworker, and she would, when she was younger, like 18, she would take mugs from certain breakfast establishments, and then she would just tip the server extra for the mug. Like, it didn't go to the company, but she said, well, they had a deal with us, so here's the extra money, good karma, as they take a mug.
That is so funny, though, how we're all crooks just because we're lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half the people say they wouldn't say anything if they got too much change back at that store.
There's been a couple times where I've like bought something and they'll give, and I know I'm supposed to get like $5 back, and they're handing me a 20. I'll say something. I just don't want to get that person in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not like as if, I mean, yeah, it'd be great to get that extra $15 out of the deal, but that just seems messed up.
Here's something I've never had happen, but I guess it could happen. Would you pocket cash that someone else left in an ATM? I didn't even know that that's a thing. I mean, I guess...
Well, where is it going to go otherwise?
It's just going to float away when the wind takes it. You've got to grab it.
It's either me or someone else, brah. I'm taking it. Brah.
You would think the machine, I know some machines will like suck it back in when they feel that something's been there for a while.
You're on camera, though, dude.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm not going to... I don't even go to ATMs.
Oh, look at you. You're special.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm fancy.
But I don't know.
I get my money delivered.
Would you stick around there for a little while to see if that person's going to come back? And if they don't, like, let's just say another car comes up Or, you know what I mean? Because sometimes those drive-up ones, would you just then say, screw it, just grab it?
I would go.
What do you do with that?
I go into the bank.
But what if it's one that's not in a bank? It's just a random ATM.
I would go to one of those banks.
That's cool of you, because that happened to my
only because of the camera. I mean, I'm not doing it because I'm a nice guy. I know they're going to see.
He doesn't want to get busted.
Yeah, I'm going to get busted for it. If there was no camera, I would be like, sure, I'll
instant karma would get you there.
Dude, how about this? So my buddy I wrestled with, my buddy Cooper, we were hanging out at the gym, and then he realized, he's like, where's my wallet? And he realized he must have just dropped it somewhere. So now he's kind of stressing about that. I was like, crap, that sucks.
Oh, that does suck.
He calls the bank to cancel the cards, and they're like, oh, a person came to the branch and dropped off your wallet. They found it.
How cool is that?
I was like, what are the odds of that? It's like, yeah, I got to keep that in the back of my mind. So we're all so lazy, but here's someone who did something really awesome, saw somebody's random wallet, went through to find out what bank that their card is from, dropped it off at that branch, which who knows how far out of their way they had to go.
I never thought of just dropping it off at the branch where one of their cards
right.
were at. That's a great idea.
Right, because he called that branch, they canceled the stuff.
See, I would be willing to do that because, Steve, I know what a pain in the ass it is to replace all those things. It's the greatest feeling in the world when you find something like a wallet that you've lost.
Yeah, somebody mailed me when I was in grade school. I had a wallet and I lost it in a parking lot of a grocery store, and someone actually put it in a larger envelope and mailed it back to me because it had my little ID in it.
And he got it last week. It was fantastic. He now can go back to that grade school and get his lunch.
I'm so happy.
Hey, someone says they found $200 in an ATM once. I walked up, it was just sitting there. I took it.
Yeah, about half of us, a little under half, said they would keep the money that somebody else left in an ATM.
See, for me, I thought, who would forget the money out of an ATM? And I'm thinking like a sweet little old lady that, doesn't have her wits about her. Or someone like BJ.
You went through all that process to get the money to come out of the ATM, and you just left it there?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Maybe you need that lesson in life.
But there's two different viewpoints right there. Vicky going, aw, and Steve going, learn your lesson, forgetful.
Someone says I found $60 in a Safeway self-checkout machine, and I swiped it immediately.
Yeah. America. There we go.
We're all criminals.
Yeah, half of us are. The other half said they would.
Yeah, those were liars.
Yeah. So here's a question for you. Why are people paying to eat and sleep at a gas station? Yeah, people are actually paying to eat and sleep at a gas station. I will tell you why at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. The iconic gas station from the 1974 horror classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you're a fan, guess what they're doing for you, man? They're giving you the opportunity to dine and sleep at this spooky highway side business.
Cool.
Yeah. Huh. So, yeah, they've tried.
I don't remember that movie well enough to know that was an important part of the film.
Yeah.
I'm not a big horror movie guy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember that gas station at all. Apparently, it's located on the side of Highway 304 near Austin, which is, hey, that's not bad because that's a cool place people like to go to. And that was the location for the film where they filmed. And they now have a restaurant with 4 cabins that are available for short-term rentals. Restaurant also includes a store filled with horror movie merchandise.
Huh.
So, seems cool.
Do they have like a little convenience store where you get like some fruit snacks?
I would hope so.
Nice.
Business even has a replica of the van from the movie outside that they got parked out front.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I mean, it looks kind of sketch, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Man, what? It'd be fun to go to just like with some friends and not tell them what it's about and see if you could get someone to like, pretend to be Leatherface and maybe roll a chainsaw at night.
A little cosplaying.
Yeah, just cosplay, all for funsies.
I mean, for Halloween, they got to do that at least.
Is there a certain iconic place in a movie that you would love to like stay at?
Ooh, I've actually, not stay at, but I've eaten at the Marti Cafe, which is where the Twin Peaks guys eat. I've done that, and that was a real fun treat to go just be there. They've got Twin Peaks memorabilia all over the place, so I really, really love that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it'd be kind of fun to remember in Rocky was it 3, and Rocky was working out at that really sick workout. It was like more of an event than even like a gym. It'd be kind of fun to go check that out. I know it's not real, so like, and then jump on over to where Mr. T was doing his stuff in that basement where it was real dingy.
Yeah. Well, haven't you always wanted to run up and down those steps into Philadelphia steps?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
I mean, that would be a cool thing to do that Rocky did.
I'm trying to think of where would I like to. It'd be kind of cool to stay at the apartments where Singles was filmed.
Oh,
that's here in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Or in the house of the Sleepless in Seattle houseboat.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You've named off a lot of good locations that we actually can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Vicky?
I'm kind of torn. Like, I think the house they use in X-Men for Xavier's mansion.
Oh, she went nicer.
I went fancy. I want to stay there, or one of the castles they've used in Game of Thrones. Because I know when you go to Airbnb, you can get a castle in Ireland or England for not super expensive. So I would love to stay in a castle.
That is absolutely mine. It would be checking out any of the castles from Game of Thrones or like Highlander or any of those.
What about Harry Potter? When we did the Harry Potter ride, I felt like I was in Harry Potterville. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That actually was cool. You're right. They did a really nice job in the Orlando, and they've even done more down there that I don't even know that we haven't seen.
I have.
You got to see it.
Yeah, we just went.
Yeah, and
it was awesome.
Yeah,
they
I'm
really
jealous.
turned it into Harry Potterville.
Yeah, and that was it was magical to see that because I mean I love that movie and to really feel like I was in Diagon Alley was like okay, that's pretty cool.
The Addams Family house for me.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah. Wait, the old one or the newer ones?
The newer ones from Addams Family and Addams Family Values, like where they have the big ball, and that would be cool to do like a big like buffet. Oh, it'd be great.
Yeah, those aren't bad places.
So it says the Goonies house in Oregon.
Ooh, yeah.
They don't even want you looking at that house.
No,
anymore.
they don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we didn't go to the Breaking Bad homes, see where they made the meth.
You can't do the home because it's an actual house, but you can go to the restaurant.
What about the car wash?
The car wash too. They have pictures, they have memorabilia.
Do they
everything.
really?
Oh yeah, that car wash was actually iconic to Albuquerque before the movie.
No way.
Yeah, it was called Octopus. Now they changed it to Mr. Car Wash.
Can you get air fresheners that smell like blue meth?
Yep.
Nice.
No, you really?
Yeah, they have blue meth, rock candy. The tour starts from there.
That's so awesome.
It has like the what is it called? The RV that he drove around in or something.
Yeah,
That's where it starts. You go there and they have the RV and you go around Albuquerque to all the iconic places.
You hop in the RV?
Yeah.
Okay, these guys are doing it right.
This is now, you know what? Then we get to try some Dion's Pizza. Maybe we got to do this.
I'm leaning a little bit towards a little road trip to, or a plane trip to New Mexico.
That'd be a long ass road
That would be
trip.
a bit of a road trip, yeah.
So he says, I got into a fist fight at a party. I was at the Sleepless in Seattle house. I knocked the dude out, LOL.
Nice.
Oh, he was
pretty awesome.
unconscious in Seattle.
Someone like to stay at the Shining Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, the Overlook?
Yeah.
That's so creepy, though, man.
Oh, well, the castle's not?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
But I just don't necessarily want to go hang out a place that Stephen King wrote about, even if it's not like if it's fictional or not.
Are you afraid that what happened to Jack is going to happen to you?
Yes.
Yes.
All work and no play make Rev a dull boy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that if you're slightly believing ghosty kind of things, sure.
Oh, and I totally do.
So he says Uncle Rico's van from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
He'll even throw footballs with you.
It is funny though how like someone says like the Amityville Horror House, someone says they lived 2 blocks away from it. A lot of these places that people are picking are horror film places.
Isn't that bizarre?
And I don't know if I'd really want to stay somewhere that was in a horror film.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some. See, everything I like is space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they don't have to recreate that.
So it's not real. Like all the places I went. I'd like to go to the planet where everybody has a good time. The pleasure
Wakanda.
planet.
I want to go to Wakanda.
Oh, yeah.
Can I live there for a little bit?
Sure, why not?
Forever.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You can't really do the
I
space
can't do
stuff.
any of this. So I'm trying to think of like, regular show things I'd want to go do.
But would you stay in a house that was set up to look like the captain's deck for the Enterprise?
Oh, yeah.
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 That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, we were on a I forget. It was the Star Trek experience, and they were taking us down, to be part of the experience where we the part of the ride.
Yeah.
But there was a hallway that looked like the ship kept going, and I wanted to go just walk the ship. Of course, I know probably like
It's like a broom closet.
Exactly. Once you went around the corner, there's nothing there.
The illusion's gone.
But there was a person there, like working a thing, and I'm like, no, I want to go that way. Don't make me go over here, because they just put us on a shuttlecraft, and then we just watched the screen and looked like the Klingons were coming after us.
Couple good texts, and I agreed. Biodome.
Oh,
nice.
You know what? Go to the spheres if you can.
Oh yeah, the Amazon balls. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Rev and I were lucky enough to get to go in there, and you do feel like you're in Biodome.
Well, and yeah, because they have the temperature, it's got to be humid for all of these plants that are from all around the world, and so it was cold when we went from there to inside, and it was so hot and humid, and then it was just nice.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice to be able to just hang out in there.
Yeah, and I guess the Amazon employees get to go do that. Which, if you need some steam bath kind of stuff,
or if you're a transplant, you're not from this area and you want to warm up a little bit,
warm it up.
So he says Airbnb, the cabin where Rocky worked down in Rocky to fight Drago in Rocky 4. I would do that.
Oh yeah,
especially if it was like snowy time. Then you could do the whole snow workout scene.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
No, the Brady Bunch house, of course, that one.
Well, the house, except that the house that they were in on the set, because I guess the inside of that house looks nothing like what it did. I guess they said it was impossible. Like all the different rooms they had, couldn't fit in that house we saw.
That's so funny.
It's really, it's like, and him being an architect, it's like, well, I guess Mr. Brady built like this house that was like basically a Doctor Who TARDIS. It was bigger on the inside.
Oh, definitely. If they could set up an island to look like Gilligan's Island.
Oh yeah.
I would stay there for a long period of time.
That would be fun to be in those huts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, that did look like there was that would be a good place to be.
And maybe they have like outfits for you to wear so you could look like one of the members of Gilligan's Island. Of course, do Gilligan.
Da, 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 da. You mean you dress like Gilligan? You don't want to do Gilligan. I mean, granted, I wondered to him, why he was, the little buddy. Maybe that's why.
He was a friend, man. The guy was his boss. And he was a little bit smaller in stature.
Yeah. Skipper!
You wouldn't want to hang out on that? Wasn't that done in like Hawaii too?
Well, I think the soundstage was probably in Los Angeles and California.
Son of a bitch.
but they got lost. But some of the outside scenes might have been Hawaii, but I feel like a lot of that was done on a soundstage. I could be wrong about that.
Oh, the Love Boat just came up on a text line.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
The hostel or the hotel and hostel.
Oh gosh, no!
Why would you do that?
Like, I understand, like, ghosts and spirits and things, but when it's, like, hostile and it's just angry Germans cutting off your body parts, I think I'm good.
Okay, but that didn't happen in the hotel, technically, so I would want to stay in the hotel because there was a bunch of beautiful women there.
All right, good point. Yeah. Excellent point. Just don't go to any tourist attractions while you're there.
True.
What about Jigsaw's house? I mean, the guy likes to play games.
Sadly, we did have a couple people in the room and saw.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I want to have fun wherever I'm staying.
Well, Jigsaw will give you a lot of fun, Steve.
You do get to play games.
Hey, Steve, we're going to have fun playing games. And you know what? If you can't pass the game, well, did you need to be alive anyway? You know what? You don't got to pay your bills.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it.
Oh, the Dharma Institute from Lost.
Oh.
But then you have to input the numbers all the time, right?
Yeah. But you get all that great food. Yeah. Man. And I don't know if you guys have heard all these details. More details coming out about New England Patriots owner Bob Kraft and his role in that prostitution sting in Florida. Now the authorities are saying that Kraft visited the Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Jupiter twice.
Isn't that your favorite place to go to?
Oh, I love orchids. Yeah. He did it twice on the afternoon of January 19th and again the next morning, which was the same day that the Patriots won the AFC Championship. So he was not in Kansas City, or did he fly there?
No, he flew to Kansas City for the game. I was reading, so he took care of business.
Oh, whoa! What a jet-setter lifestyle.
Well, dude, he's rich. He doesn't have to wait in TSA or anything like that.
Wow!
Gets on his plane.
So he was allegedly caught on camera. Where, well, let's just say there was there were two women. So they were taking turns giving him, well, he was at a massage. Let's just say they were massaging him.
With strong hands.
With strong hands.
Okay.
Yeah, they were giving him a strong hand massage.
Man, somebody had to watch that surveillance footage.
Yeah, they did.
That would, I might not need to see a therapist after that.
Wow.
You had to watch old man Robert Kraft.
Second time, the visit lasted a grand total of 14 minutes, and at the end, Kraft gave her a $100 bill. Yeah.
14 minutes.
Well, either that, it took a while just to get everything working. I don't know. Is it impressive or does it take a while?
That's a good point.
Or is it hard to say? I don't know. He gave her a $100 tip. And he gave her a $100 bill too, and a tip.
I hear people are going there taking pictures, to troll. We're talking about places to go visit, and apparently this is now a hot spot for people to go get pictures outside of.
And how old is he? Like
77?
77. And he still wants to get stuff done.
Well, he's not married anymore.
Yeah, his wife passed away.
Right.
This is why I really don't have a problem with this. As long as there's no human trafficking.
But there's rumors of that.
Oh, is there rumors of? See, here's the thing. They always say there's rumors of that. And that's why if every place there's prostitution, there's possibility of human trafficking, the way to fix that is to legalize it. Because nobody like Robert Kraft would ever legally, if he had a place to go legally, would go to a place where there's human trafficking.
He does have a place to go legally, though, in Nevada, and he's
you're
rich.
right. He could go to
this guy.
Right.
That's the part that makes my head scratch.
You're right about that. Yeah.
He's got all the money in the world. He can easily fly wherever.
Yeah.
He could easily just get his own escort, like a sugar mama, or he could be a sugar daddy. It just seems so odd that he would just go to somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. Unless it would be obvious that's where he's going and he doesn't want people to
care.
He shouldn't care. You're right.
He's like, look, I'm going to a place where it's legal in Nevada. My wife is no longer with me. I'm not cheating on anybody.
You're absolutely right. Why would he care? And yet, for some reason, either A, he's doing it for nefarious reasons because maybe he likes the human trafficking aspect of it, which makes him a piece of crap, if that's true. Or B, it's like you said, Steve, or like I said, he doesn't want people to know he sees prostitutes.
Somebody says that he has a super young girlfriend. I have no idea what his dating life is.
Why would you have a super young girlfriend? Again, if you could go have anybody, why would you tie yourself down to anybody?
Yeah, so he actually has a young girlfriend ever since his wife passed away.
Well,
her name is Ricky Noelle Lander.
How old is she?
She looks very young.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Damn.
But this guy.
Wow. 100 Johns are being charged, but the real targets are the people running this operation because, like you said, Steve, allegedly there's trafficking of Asian women, forcing them to perform sex acts. It's unbelievable to me that human trafficking is still existing in 2019. It's just, my brain can't figure this out.
She's 39 years old.
Yeah.
And he's 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's almost 40.
Damn. She does not look 39.
No, she looks like she's like early 30s.
Right.
I'd say.
So she must be dating him because he's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
great conversations.
And it's still, by the way, still not enough. He's got to go to that Orchids of Asia Day Spa. Twice in one day. Right before the day of the conference championship. I got to say, I mean, horrible if there's human trafficking. So let's say you could go to Vegas, do it legally, then go watch a conference championship game of your team. He's living the life if he does everything legally. That's a hell of a life.
They've been together for a long time, too, since 2012.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, not anymore, I don't think.
Some texter says his girlfriend got pregnant by another guy.
Oh.
What if it's Tom Brady?
Wow.
Damn.
That would be a great story. You know what? If there is a God, that will be the story.
Yeah, there's some soap opera stuff right there.
Because we need a novella. We really need. We need one of those. What do they call them? Telenovelas? What do they call them, Vicky? That's what we need.
Yes.
Telemundo?
Yeah, that's what we need.
I would love to know what's in her head, what's going on.
Right now with all this news?
No, just when you're with that guy, 77, you're 39.
When he gives her the antique organ for a special gift?
Just in general, I mean...
Yeah.
Because it's got to be awkward every time she brings, the first... I mean, I know he's rich, so maybe that just removes a lot of the awkwardness, but, you go home, you're with your family, here's my new boyfriend. His name's Robert Kraft. He's a very successful businessman. Then in walks Grandpa.
Yeah. I know, dude. I know. Unless, Oh, wow. But she is almost 40. Maybe it's a little different because she's almost 40. If she was in her 20s, even her 30, I mean, she's 39. If she was in her early 30s or 20s, that would be a little nuts. But 77, 40, I don't know.
I wonder how they met.
It's a big difference, but I'll tell you how they met. He probably was...
Right.
Just making it rain somewhere.
Yeah, she had a baby last year, and they announced that he is not the father, but he's supporting.
I hope Maury Povich announced it. Right. Otherwise, what's the point of this story?
You are not the father, Mr. Kraft.
But he is supporting her and the baby.
Wow. Well, maybe... do you think maybe she wanted a baby and he just couldn't make it happen?
Or maybe they're in an open relationship?
Or it is Tom Brady. And no one wants anyone to know.
I want everyone to know.
Maybe it's Giselle.
They might be.
Vicky pants in that relationship.
Vicky might be right. It might be an open relationship.
I bet you're right. Hey, you're here for me, but don't worry. You can still do whatever you want.
Yeah. And then she's like, sure, if you can get somebody else to give you a massage, then I don't have to pull out that Steinway. That'd be great.
Steinway?
The antique organ.
Oh, I don't even know what a Steinway is.
It's a piano.
It's a piano.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh. There you go. Steve learned something cultural today. Yeah. Damn, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. What, I'll tell you, people in Hollywood, people with a ton of money, there's just no rules. They don't have the rules. They don't care.
Well, that's the thing. He thinks he's above any rules because he's a multi-millionaire. So he thinks he'll never get caught, and then this happens.
See, this is why I so much want prostitution to be legalized, though. The idea of human trafficking is disgusting.
Yep.
And I really believe the legalization of prostitution in this country would stop that. It would really, really stop that. That's why when people talk about human trafficking, I go, can we grow up? Can we grow up and stop it? Because when you decriminalize something, it really takes away the criminal element that hangs around there. Alcohol with prohibition, there was a whole lot of criminal activity that was going around. Once they decriminalized alcohol, it made everything a lot better. A lot of that criminal activity didn't take place around those establishments that gave you alcohol. Same thing with prostitution. Human trafficking is horrible, and legalizing prostitution would really put a big, big dent in that and make it a lot better. But no, you can't get people to do that. So, yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What is the largest living bird on Earth?
An eagle.
No.
Pterodactyl.
No.
Parrot.
No.
Not a parrot, really?
Ostrich.
Yeah, you remember.
Good job. Man, now I gotta stop asking that question.
What's a Steinway?
It's an old man's penis.
That's what it is. 2 for 2. Yes, Steve got the ostrich right today, but he didn't get it right yesterday, which means maybe there'll be some questions he won't get right today. You could make the win. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.